Ken Griffin's joining me right now. Ken's titled officially as Director of Sales and Marketing here at Boyne. We just had a Hall of Fame legend on with us and with Bernie talking about the changes. I suppose from your perspective, you've got to tell the world about what's going on, and they keep getting better and better and better. That's a pretty good situation. There's a lot of people in your role that would be envious of what you guys have.
I've got the best job in the world because of what these guys do. I mean, I have new things every year to sell. It's a fresh product, but a product that's at a really high quality level.
At what point does the job become taxing, not because you're trying to fill spots, but because the spots are so filled already?
Well, it seems like every year we keep moving it up. I mean, this year we started selling 2025 in May.
Wow. Well, Bernie just said you've had 10 consecutive years of the best years you've ever had.
We're a month away from having 11.
Wow. There's some breaking news right there. That is tremendous. So was 25 already starting to build up for you?
Oh, no, it has been. I mean, we took a look at the numbers yesterday, and it's up significantly over what we booked in the summer for 23 booking for 24.
Yeah.
25 booking that we're booked this summer is up significantly
Why?
over what it was. Because people realize that even with 10 courses and 120 different rooms and over 3,000 beds on property, that if I want the courses I want, when I want to play them, and I want to stay in the lodging facility when I want to do it, there's people beating them to them. We used to have a lot of people in Michigan that came, and they still do, but they're having to learn that they've got to plan earlier, because if you wait to plan, you can come and we'll find space and you'll be playing the courses, but you have way more options and the price is lower the earlier you do it.
That's a really interesting subject you just brought up, because I don't think it's unique just to Boyne, but I think you could give us an example of it where you used to be able to plan a trip out a month. Then it maybe have gone to 6 months. Where are we now? What should the lead time be?
I mean, if you're ready to plan a year out, then that's when you should be planning. The earlier you plan, the better. But I would say you can't wait till Christmas. I mean, we have people that do, and they still find spots. But if you want the best selection and the best rates, it's the earlier you plan, the better. We have 6 months where we sell 2 years. We're in one season and we're selling the next. By the time we open courses.
We're in the middle of an incredible trip here right now. Well, we've got our fans at Fairways live show. It's a big trip. They're going insane and having the time of their life. We had another big group dinner last night. We've got another 36 holes ahead of us today, and we got more golf after that. And then we're definitely coming back here in 26. So you're basically telling me we should be playing in 26 right now. Is that what I'm reading?
Right.
So where are we going to eat on the second night?
I'll find you a spot to eat. I just got to get bed. Well, and the bigger the group you have, if you have groups of, couples or 4 or 8, I mean, our wheelhouse is 12 to 16 is very typical.
Yeah, but our groups keep getting bigger too, because as we speak to, the spreading the gospel of Boyne golf, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I was telling Ken about this. I love that we include Boyne in everything we do. And I do it because I love you guys.
And we appreciate it.
We put them on Golf Channel. We put them on our nationally syndicated show. We put them on our daily live, all of it, all the time. And I love the fact that through your efforts and everything you guys are doing, you are connecting with golfers everywhere. We were talking about it again before we went on the air today, that your mix, you told me, 48 states?
Last 2 years, 48 states have come and played. Well, there's 22 U.S. cities now.
Who are the 2 losers?
It varies year to year. I went back and looked at the gory details, but Bernie mentioned it briefly, but there are 22 U.S. cities now with directs. It's 2 hours.
Is it Hartford up in New England?
Majority of the East Coast is an 1.5 to 2 hour flight into Traverse City and a 1 hour drive here. Phoenix, Denver, 4 different airports in Florida, Dallas, Houston. The amazing one to me is California is a top 10 state for us now.
Yeah,
and there's no direct. You are either flying through Denver or Phoenix or Chicago to get here.
Or Detroit. We flew directly into Detroit and drove over. It was easy. Right. It was a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
It's just, we shot up here in no time. You were also telling me before we went on, now you're piquing my curiosity, that Colorado was one of your biggest states for people coming in. What is that connection?
5 or 6 years ago, we saw this trend start, and we thought it was transplants, coming back. And then the numbers kept getting big enough, and we're like, it can't be, there aren't that many transplants from Michigan and Colorado if they all came. And it's just growing.
I figured it was you going to Colorado, visiting your kids, sitting around a bar somewhere. They're like, what do you do, buddy? I'm Boyne golf.
You need to come play golf. Yeah, no, no, no. I'm not that good of a Pied Piper when I'm out
Yes,
there.
you are. Yes,
But
you are.
it's an easy flight.
Yeah, that's true.
It's an easy flight. It's a couple hour flight. You land. It's a 1 hour drive. If you can keep flights in that 2 or 3 hour window, and then have a 1 hour drive, that's not bad to get to the variety of golf that we have.
I'm gonna diverge from the golf for just 1 second because we haven't talked about it a lot on this trip with the following, and that's the snow. Now Ken is a top tier ski official, judge. You've taught members of my family how to ski and all the rest. Could you talk to the virtues of this place as a winter destination?
Well, as a winter destination, it's more regional. It doesn't have the national draw. We own Big Sky, so Big Sky has a national draw. We have some very big resorts: Sunday River, Sugarloaf, Tui, and Loon in the east. But here in the Midwest, it's a drive mentality to get to an area.
Look how beautiful
And
that is.
you love. In fact, a lot of the people on the trip are staying in that remodeled Chalet Edelweiss. Good use of COVID time, right? Shut down 2 hotels, redo the
Yeah.
entire inside, and that's a prime
That's
example of
such
it.
a cool shot there.
So
This is Ken.
everybody has a slush cup toward the end of the season.
What are
So-
we watching here?
We were watching
Is
Carnival,
that just late night
Carnival
at some
weekend.
pub? Oh,
3,000 people on a hill. Exactly.
I don't know where Andrew got this video, but I'm not sure that was the stuff you want to release.
I think he pulled it off the Boyne Mountain website. We actually toned that party down at one point a few years ago with like 10,000, and it was like, okay, it's a little out of control. We need to manage this a little bit.
Look at
better.
this. This is crazy.
It's a
We should just let this
spring-
video run and just do a play-by-play of what we're watching.
spring celebration.
Yeah, they are celebrating big time. Yeah, man. So anyway, the virtues of what we have here are amazing. And there was another piece to this I want to get to. We're talking about the skiing and all the rest. You have an almost 100,000 square foot indoor water park.
Mhm.
Talk about, something for everybody. I know that's the cliche, but I mean, it's literal.
Avalanche Bay is the largest indoor water park in Michigan right now. There's another one being built that may supersede us a little bit, but for 25 years, it's been the biggest water park in Michigan. It's attached to the hotel at Boyne Mountain. It's not owned by somebody else. We own the thing, but it's not just that. Talk about the outside activities. Skybridge, a lot on this group.
Oh, that's
gonna
the new, yeah.
They're going to go see Skybridge. It's the world's longest timber suspension bridge. It's 120 feet off the ground and 1,100 feet long down at Boyne Mountain. But you got,
And it's there as a spectacle, right? Because it's a bridge to nowhere, if I remember
people
correctly.
drive to come see this
But you
bridge.
didn't build it to connect point A to B. You
No.
built it for it's because it's
No,
spectacular.
it does, but it was the views, and especially at this time of the year with the fall foliage coming in, and when there's 14 wineries around our courses, and horseback trail rides and zip lines and mountain biking, and there's even the towns.
Oh, there it is.
Harbor Springs and Petoskey and Boyne City are just great local towns, and they're for each of the 3 properties. Not only are they close, but you're never more than 10 minutes away from these local lakeshore towns that you can just go hang out in.
And then if you want to get down quickly from the bridge, you can do the zip lining.
You can zip line.
Look at the horses. We've done the horseback riding here multiple times, and the beautiful little towns that
Well,
surround
Donna
it.
has snowshoed in the wintertime. I mean, it's just we try
I had
and
to do that too. No, she made me do cross country skiing, which
she made you do cross country.
You
You made me go snowshoe
Yeah,
with her. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I stayed in the bar.
Yes.
That's the truth. I shouldn't have had to told that story. Thanks a lot. No, it is awesome. So are you happy with the way everything is going? Are you pleased with the way the message is getting out then?
Oh, it's, we continue to see people coming. You've had people on this trip that have not been on your trips before. And you're like, how'd you find out? And you said, well, watch the Golf Channel. We live in Philly. We decided, let's go ahead and make the trip. So the word is getting out, and that's how we'd rather have it grow. We don't want this rocket ship climb. Nice, steady, smooth growth, and continue to improve the product so that when people come, they have a great experience.
It is incredible. And to that latter point, continuing to improve the product. The golf courses here, as you've heard me say many times, are, first of all, just flat out spectacular. But what impresses me are 2 things. One, each course is distinctive. So it's not a cookie cutter. They are distinctive in terms of how they've designed. That takes vision, that takes effort, and that takes money. And then the second thing is that the quality of the golf experience, you're talking about turf conditions, green speeds, et cetera, height of a cut and mow. it's consistent from golf course to golf course, which is also important to the experience, because I'm sure if you come up on a trip similar to ours, you're going to be playing a lot of different golf in a lot of different places. And so that all impresses me. And I know that makes your job better and easier to do. But to get that kind of commitment from upper management and ownership is not a normal thing in today's marketplace.
No, it's not at all to have that much commitment from the Kircher family the whole way on down. And where else? And people, I've had writers come in and go, okay, well, what's the differentiator? So you're national level. What makes you guys national level? And I said, well, first of all, anybody in that group of national destinations, the quality has to be there or you're not even in the conversation. But then what differentiates us is just that. And the video has shown, the lakeshore courses, 140 miles to Wisconsin, you're looking out across and you don't see anything.
Yeah.
You go down to Boyne Mountain, it's 20 minutes away, and you've got a 1.2 mile drive to the top and you play back down to a 450 acre lake. But it's a 10-minute ride in a cart,
awesome.
right? And tomorrow. And then you come here and, you're going to play the Ross this afternoon, or this morning, so that you get a chance to see all the updates we've made. And then this afternoon, you're on Arthur Hill's course. Well, that Arthur Hill's course, as you know, it's a 9-mile cart path. It's 45-minute drive. It's got a longer pace of play than any other course we have, but it's a 9-mile cart path. And on 13, it's a 350-foot drop from tee to green. And you're looking at 4,000 acres and you can't see a building. And you're 25 minutes away from Bay Harbor.
When people become a member at one of these courses, how do they decide which one?
Well, you don't. Your Country Club of Boyne or your Bay Harbor Golf Club membership actually gives you access to all 13 courses, all 10, soon to be 11 in Michigan. And it also gives you access to our courses at Sunday River, Maine, Sugarloaf, Maine, and Big Sky, Montana.
Wow. Do you have out-of-state memberships as well?
Oh, a lot of our members, especially at Bay Harbor Golf Club, I would say it could be over 50% are California, Arizona. I mean, it's everybody escaping the heat. It's not hard to figure out.
Well, that's all I was just going to ask you.
Really,
where do I pick up a form?
It's good golf. And, when you compare it to, because we know we're seasonal and it's a shorter window, it's not near the membership fee structure that you're used to at other clubs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let me see.
It's your
Where's
second
the
or third club. I'll get Carrie
Or is
Ann.
it by invitation only?
No. It's not by invitation. I'll get Carrie Ann to send you and Donna a form right away.
All right. I would like. Don't tell Donna about it.
Okay.
Let me work on that part.
Okay.
As we move along. All right. I'm going to ask you to finish with the same thing that I asked Bernie a moment ago. You have an opportunity to say to the world your message about Boyne Golf. What is it?
Quality and variety starts there. Then it's also easy to get to, much easier than most people would have thought Michigan is, just because of the additional service. And the airport's going to be expanding again. That just was released yesterday. And on a national level, we're inexpensive. We are the most expensive public golf in Michigan. But when you compare us nationally, where the big tour operators tell me that we're inexpensive compared to the national destinations, because we have 800 courses we're competing with in Michigan.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt. And that economy spreads through everything you do here. And it's quite remarkable if you're a person that likes to travel to play incredible golf experiences and destinations from there. Ken, thank you so much.
Matty, thanks.
It's always a pleasure.